Here we are in the beginning of September. You know what that means. It is Halloween time. I love spooky movies and horror movies and suspenseful movies, so today I am reviewing Stephen King's Gerald's Game. Gerald's Game is a 2017 film released directly on Netflix and is directed by Mike Flanagan, who's become kind of a horror maestro lately. He's directed films such as Oculus, Ouija Origin of Evil. He's got a TV show coming out this fall on Netflix called The Haunting of House Hill. And he's also lined up to direct the Shining sequel, Dr. Sleep. So this guy is quickly becoming one of my favorite people ever. He also directed another Netflix horror film called Hush, which was amazing. The film starts off with this middle-aged couple, Gerald and Jesse, who are out in the Alabama country going to their country house to rekindle the flames of their marriage. When they first get there, Jesse sees this stray dog and she brings him out some meat for him to eat because he seems hungry. Gerald's not such a huge fan because apparently the meat is very expensive, but he lets it fly and they go into the bedroom. Now, it's pretty clear that these two have not been intimate in a while, but Gerald tries to spice some things up with a pair of handcuffs, and Jessie does not seem that into it, but she seems still willing to give it a try to help the marriage. Gerald then takes her wrist and handcuffs her to each post. She can't move. Things are okay until Gerald expresses this rape fantasy he wants to act out with Jessie, and Jessie just does not seem into it. And he doesn't take no for an answer at first. He keeps on trying to submit her into doing this, and she is just like, no. And he's just leaving her handcuffed there the whole time she's objecting. He continues to try to convince her, but just as it seems that maybe he's about to unhandcuff her, all of a sudden, he stops. Gerald has a heart attack, where he then dies on top of his handcuffed wife, and she's left there helpless. She starts freaking out, she starts moving everywhere, she eventually pushes him off the bed onto the front floor. She's left there trying to get out of the handcuffs, which is not working because the key is over by the sink, and suddenly that stray dog comes walking in. Who left the door open? Jesse tells the dog to shoo away, but eventually he comes back and he starts eating Gerald's body. And that's when Jessie has a mental switch. Basically, Jessie's just trying to survive now. She's trying to survive long enough for somebody to find her, for that dog not to eat her, and trying to survive these visions of her mind. Now, as you can imagine, being stuck in that horrible situation, like for hours, a lot of your inner demons are gonna come out, as they do for Jessie, where we see flashbacks of her being molested by her father during a solar eclipse, which becomes kind of an art symbol of her inner demons and what she's going through. I loved the character of Jessie, played by Carla Gugino. You're there right with her from the start, and as she has each little peril to get water or to get the dog away or anything like that, you're just rooting for her the whole time, and I think Carla did an amazing job. I love horror because it deals with big subjects and sometimes taboo subjects that not everybody wants to talk about every day, but it's stuff that we all go through, and I believe this film, the way it deals with her sexual abuse as a child and how during this time that she is detained in these handcuffs on this bed, that she is there working through those inner demons that we all have, whether it be that or something else. And I think that is why horror is so popular. I think that we all are kind of living out our horror with the characters on the screen. It's just all an allegory or a metaphor for what we're going through. I will not spoil the details of the ending, but I will say please check out this film on Netflix, and I cannot wait to see more from director Mike Flanagan. So what did you guys think of this one? If you guys watched this movie, let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.